We're heading into the downright strange side of Ark. Let's talk about the Rhyniognatha. The Ark Island is covered in unusual creatures, but when you first see this from a distance, you can't quite figure out what it is. It certainly looks like some sort of insect, but it's big. It's really big. In Ark, the Rhyniognatha is introduced as one of the game's most powerful and unusual creatures. It's a massive wasp-like insect, several meters long, large enough to be ridden by players. It can fly at high speed, carry heavy creatures through the air, and fire sticky resin to trap enemies. It can even reproduce through a parasitic implantation mechanic that boosts the stats of the offspring. Its strength, agility, and complex abilities make it feel less like an insect and more like a living biological aircraft. So could this giant flying earwig have ever existed in real life? Well, this impressive monster is based, very loosely, on a real prehistoric organism called Rhyniognatha hirsti. The real Rhyniognatha lived over 400 million years ago during the early Devonian period, 120 million years before the first dinosaurs. Unlike its Ark counterpart, it was tiny, likely only millimeters to a few centimeters long. In fact, scientists have never found a full-body fossil and haven't been able to confidently categorize it as an insect at all. What we have are partial head and jaw fragments preserved in a famous fossil site known as Rhyniognatha in Scotland. So why did Ark turn this mystery creature into a giant flying insect? The key lies not in evidence of wings, but in the jaws. The mouth parts of Rhyniognatha hirsti closely resemble the mandibles of modern winged insects, especially those capable of flight. Because of this, many scientists believe it may represent one of the earliest relatives of flying insects, or even an early winged insect itself. Giant flying insects aren't entirely fantasy, though. Fossil evidence shows that enormous dragonfly-like insects existed around 300 million years ago with an estimated wingspan of 70 centimeters. The most famous example is the Meganeura, which also exists in Ark, but it's more of a pest than a weapon. In short, Ark took a small, mysterious fossil and expanded it into a dramatic, fully imagined creature, using real evolutionary clues as a starting point, then letting science fiction do the rest. What do you think of the Rhyniognatha? Tell me your thoughts in the comments and join us for the next episode.